Okay, team, we are on to our solution approach. Y'all been waiting for this, I know. So before we get there, I want to do a little bit of recap of what we've just covered in our root cause analysis. So we've got these four, I guess, ultimately root causes that we're really going to try to begin to develop an approach for how we would actually mitigate these issues and address these issues. And these causes are: new patients to the clinic are required to fill out forms once they arrive, regardless of any known information in my chart or Epic. Another cause is standard appointment slots are not determined based on historical appointment duration. We're saying another cause is Epic at ABC functionality allows for double booking of appointments without notification. And then double booking is common practice to reduce the impact of no-show rates. Okay, so we're going to be trying to think about solutions that address that. So I use the term solution approach. Solution approaches are really pathways to improvement. I want us to think more broadly, more generally, and less specific. So I want us to think in terms of principles or general concepts that would allow us to address these. So, for instance, one of our root causes is around the double booking and the Epic functionality allowing for that double booking of appointments without notification. One solution approach could be, in referencing our flow cell principles that we talked about earlier, let's say if we had visual management concepts in Epic, then we would expect what? Somebody help me out.
It may signal to me that someone's already scheduled for that slot.
So that's exactly right. Now, one other teaching point that I want to make here is, we're talking generally, principally. We want to be able to test this in multiple ways. That's what differentiates a solution approach from what we'll actually experiment going forward. So that's a little bit of a litmus test on whether we're thinking broadly and generally enough. And in that case, can we test that in multiple ways, that idea that Miles has brought up?
Okay, I get it. So these are broad ideas, and then we can now identify detailed experiments to test.
Exactly. Yeah, we kind of want to have these pathways, and then we'll get to those specific, exact implementation ideas.
Hey,
So.
this might be cheating, but can we actually use this as one of our solution approaches?
Gene, yes. I think so. Who can scribe for us on this?
I can, and I actually already wrote that one down.
You go, Kay. All righty. So, and yes, you didn't exactly word it like we were saying, and that's fine. That's great. I actually like this better. If we could easily see in Epic if a patient is already scheduled, and then we would expect what? What do we?
It'll show us then when we're trying to book over another patient.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
we'll end up double booking less frequently, right?
Yeah, okay. So yep, actually we can have both of those on here. So we would actually see that they've had it, and then we would actually double book with less frequency.
We can
Okay.
avoid double booking.
You could avoid double booking altogether. What root causes, just kind of making sure, like I've been saying before, let's tie back. What root causes would this solution approach address up here?
Maybe the Epic functionality, maybe the double booking is common practice.
Okay, so Kay, if you could write, I'm assuming everybody's in agreement with that. C and just do C, comma, E on the, just like that, absolutely. Perfect, thank you. And we'll come back later and we'll do the flow cell column here. So what other solution approaches would we like to capture here?
Well, I think we could go ahead and we could call the patients beforehand, right? Call them like the day before.
That makes
And
sense.
we could ask them if they do their paperwork then.
I like that.
Okay, so this is kind of what I was talking about earlier about general versus specific. So that's a great idea, and that may be exactly what we do. But you mentioned things like how we would actually do it, by phone and so forth. Let's help her kind of elevate this up. How could we capture this in a little more general way as a solution approach?
I think I get what you're saying. So if doing that is too specific, you want us to say like, what if the patient didn't even have to fill out a form? Like bigger?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I just had my appointment at the urology clinic, and I was able to fill in my information online before I got to my appointment, and that was as a new patient.
Oh, do you know where to find that information in Epic? I mean, I don't know where to look for it. I booked once and I just gave up.
It is real confusing.
No, I mean, I don't think I have been taught how to find that.
What if we could figure out before their arrival then if they even need to fill out the paper forms?
Oh, okay, so if we know before these new patients arrive that they've done the paperwork in Epic,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
we would reduce delays because not all of the new patients would be filling them out, only the ones who need it.
Yeah.
There it is.
I like that.
Bam, mic drop.
Okay, you got that, Kay?
I do.
All right, let's do the if we first. So if we know before the new patient arrives that they have completed forms in MyChart, okay, that's what you said, then we would expect what? What have you got there?
Then we would decrease rooming delays because not all patients would be filling out paperwork unnecessarily. Does that capture it? Okay.
Okay, that makes sense. You guys are doing great. Picking up on this quick. So, just like we did before, what root causes would this tie back to and address in some way?
Can you read the beginning again?
Which one?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm at the beginning of the if we.
Oh, if we know before the new patient arrives that they have completed forms in MyChart.
I would say that first one.
A.
I took the liberty to documents through cause A.
Wow.
Thank you. That saved
Thank
me a
you.
lot of time.
So
Go Miles.
that's, you go Miles. Is that the only one?
Yep, I think that's the only one.
Okay. You guys are on a roll.